about is I'm gonna give you 5 reasons why, or it's good that your woman rides with you. You know, I've already did 5 reasons why you know it's bad, or you might not want your woman ride with you. Now I'm gonna give you 5 good reasons why you should have your woman ride with you. Okay, so reason number 1, that it's good that your woman rides. You know, now let me say this: when I mean ride with you, I don't mean ride on the back like a backpack or a passenger. I'm talking about her riding her own motorcycle, okay? Because it's the difference. So number one reason, you know, one of the reasons why you should have, you know, it's good to have your woman, is that when she rides and you ride, if anything ever happens, like to your bike, she understands why you want to fix your bike, or she understands why you want to put you know, upgrade performance, or you want to get a new bike, or you know, you see something you like and you want to, you know, do something, put on your bike, or something happens, say your motor goes out or something like that. Somebody who rides a motorcycle will understand why you want to fix your bike up, will understand why you are, you know, the passion and things like that. So it's easier for you to get parts. Like for instance, I had a situation where I had a motorcycle and my motor went out in it, and I wanted to ride, and my wife was like, okay, well, let's go get a loan, or do what you go do, and go get your motor and put in your bike, because I want you to be riding, because you know, she wants to ride. And they're understandable. They understand. They're like, you know, they'll do whatever they need to get done for you to go riding, because they know how it feels. So that's, you know, that's a good reason why you should have your woman ride with you, because, you know, or have a bike or whatever, because she will understand. So just remember that, guys. Oh, I didn't Velcro this down, but it's fine. The number 2 reason why it's good to have your woman who rides with you, or, you know, or who's a rider or whatever, is that you're never going to be alone. Like, you'll never be alone. You'll never feel like that, you know, regardless of where, you know, people you meet, or people you've rode with, or your friends, or anybody like that, you're always going to have that one person that at any given time will be like, let's go for a ride, and she'll be like, okay, let's go. You know, that's the good thing about with my wife, is that yes, I know a lot of people in the bike world, and you know, in the bike scene. I know people from Texas and Tennessee and Florida and here in Georgia. I know lots of hundreds of people. But my consistent ride or die is my wife. My consistent, like, I know that if I want to go ride and I don't want to be alone riding, or ride with somebody, she's always going to be there. She's there, you know, she's there. So you're never going to be alone. You'll never feel alone. You're always going to have that person with you. So it's a nice, it feels like a security blanket that you have that, you know. So just remember that. And when all else people fail, where they, you know, they ditch you, or they go do something different, or they're not there, you will always have that, you know, your woman, that person with you that will ride with you, you know, literally ride till you die, you know what I'm saying? And that's the type of woman you need. And, you know, another thing too is, like, my wife, she particularly doesn't ride with people. She just rides with me because she feels safe. So that's kind of the situation where like I was talking about, one of the reasons why is that fix your bike is that when my bike is down and she wants to go ride, she doesn't ride by herself. She wants to ride with me, so she's more inclined and more, you know, support on having me get my bike fixed because of that reason. Because she doesn't, you know, she wants to ride, but she doesn't, you know, she can't ride because I don't have my bike. So that's another thing, okay? So the number 3 reason why it's good to have your woman ride with you, or be a, you know, a rider and stuff like that, is that you share something. You know, a lot of relationships, you know, there are people who, you know, somebody likes doing this, somebody likes doing that, but you know, a lot of times it's not rare, but a lot of times you don't have a situation where two people like the same exact thing. And that's the thing about riding a motorcycle. You know, my wife, she loves to ride, so she shares that passion, and I feel like that makes us closer. Riding brings us closer together. You know, riding, you know, sharing a passion like this brings our relationship closer, and that, you know, we can have a really good time and not argue, fight, scream, and you know, do all that. Now, it wasn't like that in the beginning, let me tell you that now. Like, at first it was stressful as hell, and it was not as easy. But now that I've gotten over that hump and we've been riding for a few years, it is so much easier, and I really love it. And I feel like it brings us closer together, that when we ride together, you know, it's that passion. It's that, you know, it's I can't explain exactly what it is, but it just makes you feel like you're one, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the great things about having a person who rides with you, is that you share that love, that passion, you know, because it's not every day you know, people who have a relationship that share the same thing, you know. The number 4 thing about riding with your woman, you know, or having her own bike, is that it gives her a sense of independence. You know, a lot of times when I talk to people who like girls, or, you know, couples that, you know, the woman rides on the back, you know, some women are fine just sitting back there, you know, not really having no responsibilities, just chilling, you know, having a great time, relaxing. That's all great and dandy. But a lot of the women who ride their own bike, it's a different type of feeling for them. Like, a woman who rides on the back of a bike versus a woman who has her own bike and rides her own bike are very different. Their mentalities are different. Their attitudes are somewhat different. Because a woman who rides her own bike, or who you know, or who's doing her own thing, I feel like it gives them a sense of independence. It gives them a sense of, you know what, I'm in control of, you know, of the motorcycle. I'm not just sitting back, let somebody else control and ride. I'm doing my own thing. And a lot of times that sense of independence is sexy, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I love a sexy, independent woman, you know. And that's what I feel like motorcycle women who ride their own bikes are. They, you know, that gives them that independence, you know. And I'm telling you, let your woman get her own bike and learn, and, you know, give it a, you know, don't give it like 6 months, give it about a year or two, and you see her confidence grow in her riding ability, and you'll see that her independence more and more and more. I'm telling you guys, it's a huge turn on. It's just me, you know what I'm saying? I find it as a turn on, someone who's independent. But, you know, some people might like their women sitting on the back in their control, but, you know, me, nah. You know, but I'm telling you, it's really, really, really like a different situation. So that is the number 4 reason why you should let your woman be a rider with you and stuff like that. Now, the number 5 and the last point, that a good thing that your woman rides with you, okay, yeah, the number 5 reason why it's good to have your woman ride with you is when you're riding and you look over and you see your wife or girlfriend with you riding her own bike, and you see how much fun she has, how much joy she's having, you know, when the conversations you're having, you know, while riding, you know, you see a difference. You like with me, you know, my wife is like, hey, let's go for a ride. And then we go for a ride. She's enjoying herself. She's having a good time. I love just looking over and glancing over to her and just looking at her and just watching her ride is just like a poetry in motion. Now, I know that she's not like a knee dragger. She's not like, you know, the sexiest thing in the world and, you know, those Instagram models and all those things like that. But she's sexy to me. And whatever, you know, the woman you're with, you know, she's sexy too. You know, I mean, by no disrespect to what I mean, but I'm just saying. And, you know, if you would just sit and just look, one day when you're riding with your woman and you're like riding parallel or she's riding in front, just watch her body movement. You can tell when she's having a good time, when she's having fun, when she is like, you know, in the zone. Now granted, don't do, you know, if your woman just learned how to ride, yeah, she's gonna be awkward. She's not gonna be comfortable. So don't, you know, don't look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? Look at it as, you know, she's learning. You know, watch her body position. Give her, give her some advice. But once she's a seasoned rider, just watch her. Just look. It's like I said, it's like poetry in motion. You know, you're just in awe to see, you know, somebody you're with that you love or dating or whatever you want to call it is riding and you're just watching. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not saying being creepy and stuff like that, but, you know, just, it's kind of like, honestly, it's kind of like your woman going into a store and trying on, you know, different sexy lingerie outfits for you. That's how I see when my wife rides her motorcycle. I see, you know, someone who's sexy, independent, and who's handling her own stuff and is doing her thing. That is just sexy, guys. That's just so sexy. Keep it jogging. So, you know, that's the fifth reason why you should have, you know, your woman ride with you, or it's a good thing to have her be a rider like that. Now, there's more points that I can point out, but again, I will, if y'all like this video and y'all want to hear more, you know, advice or more things like this, let me know in the comment section. Or if there's something that I'm missing, you know, add that to it, and I will make another video with more reasons why you should. Or if you want to do a dual vlog with my wife and let her say the good things and the bad things, you know, I can do that too, which I might do that. I'll ask her today, you know, should we do a dual vlog and say the good things and bad things about being, you know, a couple riding motorcycles? So yeah, guys, with that, I'm gonna get off here and enjoy the rest of my day. Hopefully I can get her out today, but we'll see what happens.